Hey everyone, you're watching Circuit TV. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to make a firmware for our keyboard. So let's get started. So first step is to install CircuitPython on our PyPico. So we need to open our browser, head towards this website, that is circuitpython.org/downloads, and then just look for the microcontroller that you have used. In my case, I have used this RP2040 by Waveshare. It is RP2040. So once you click it, you should see a button for download .uf2 file. Once you download it, it will look something like this. Connect your PyPico onto the PC. It should pop up like this as a USB drive. Just copy this circuitpython.uf2 file and paste it. Once it's get copied, it will eject itself and remount itself as a CircuitPython drive. As you can see, it just ejected itself, and again it will remount, and here we have CircuitPython installed on our PyPico. So now we need to remove some files that are already present on your PyPico. So once it is removed, we need to install KMK on this PyPico drive, that is CircuitPython drive. For that, we need to head to their GitHub repository and download the zip file, which will include all these files. Once the zip is downloaded, extract it, and I already did extracted it. So we need to copy this KMK and boot.py, copy them onto your CircuitPython drive, and we need to wait a little bit. So in that time, we will open the browser again and then open their getting started guide. In getting started guide, you will get a small code, that is this small code, which will print A's once you short GP0 and GP1. GP stands for general purpose IO pins. So we need to copy this and then open this code.py from your CircuitPython. So it says print hello world. We just need to remove everything and paste the code that we copied. So in this case, I will put all the general purpose pins, the pins that I have used for matrix wiring. So in my case, I have used GP28 and GP0. So let me just copy this much because I don't want to type. Oops. I don't want to type a lot of things. So I have used GP4 for the row pins from 0 to GP4, which means 5 rows are there. I have wired the columns like so from GP28 to GP, I guess it's 5, and I have skipped from GP16 to 25 because of the pinout. That is, I will show you in a little while. So I'll just add a new line so that everything will be in the frame. So GP8, GP7, 6 and 5. So these are the column pins that I have used for my keyboard. So once you just code this much, just save it and see if it outputs A. Once you press the escape, if you have done the same wiring as me, it should works fine. And as you can see, we are getting some A's, which means it's working. So now we have to define a key map. So I already added a key map for this. So I had copied it in my notepad. So this is the base layer that I'll be using. So once you get this, and we have to define one term that are helper keys. So in my case, I have used this raise key to switch in between the layers. So type raise is equals to kc dot tg, and then tg stands for toggle and kc stands for oops, I just misspell it. We can just change this RIA. We can just say, let's say we'll say name it FN and change the parameter over here, that is FN. So it will act as a layer. So once we do that, we can make another layer that is for our function keys. Again, I already did get copied this much, so I'll just paste it over here. And then change this to FN, and just for simplicity I'll just put commas under commas, so if anything goes wrong it will be helpful for me to debug it. So once you do this, we need to define and include a layer switcher mod. So we will add we have to import the layers function from KMK. So we have to do like from KMK dot modules dot layers import layers, and under this diode orientation we will give the layers to our keyboard, that is keyboard dot modules dot append and include layers. So this will give the layer function to the keyboard. This append function will give it to our keyboard. So just hit save because we are directly editing from our microcontroller drive. So if you see, I'm pressing window key and Windows is popping up. So now what we have to do is just open keyboard tester. My network is kind of slow, so we will test the functions of this keyboard onto this website, and once it takes a quite long period of time to load. So once we open this, you can see it is pressing escape. 1 2 3 4 5. So everything is working as intended. So now I will switch the layer and we are pressing keys from the other layers. So I have programmed some multimedia which isn't working. So what we have to do is, in this we have to import again the multimedia. So from KMK dot extensions dot multimedia key, import media keys, and again we have to give the media keys to the keyboard. Keyboard dot extensions dot append multimedia keys. It's not working at all. So I don't know, it should change the color from this to like this, and I guess I have made a mistake over this place. Media keys, and why it's not doing that? Yep, it should works. So once it is saved, Let me just see if it's working, otherwise I have to debug it and jump cut the video again. Yeah, it's not working, so let me just debug this and I will show you how it's actually done. So guys, I have debugged everything and it was a mistake in this KMK folder. So in the extension tabs, I have to rename this media_keys.py. So once it was corrected, it showed and works fine. So here what all the media keys are, so you can see volume decrease, volume increase, mute, previous music, pause play, next stop music, brightness decrease, brightness increase, all these arrow keys, print screen, scroll lock, let me just close it, scroll lock, and pause. I am not using this because I wasn't sure where to include this, because tab needs tab and I am using escape key for both this and escape. So I need to figure out where I should put this key, that is this one. So hope you have learned something new today, and if you look at the code, it is just 4 files, out of which only 1 is and 2 is useful. This boot.py includes nothing. It is for something that it tells PyPico to run these programs before booting, and this includes features such as disable drive, use CDC control, serial control, HID control, and much more things are there. I'm still learning it. So far I have implemented the hide drive, which means every time you plug your keyboard in, one drive will show up. So we need to make changes in the boot.py to hide this, but it is kind of risky, you might lock yourself out. So if you want the video on how to disable it, let me know in the comment box below. If you have learned something new today, hit the like button. If you are new to this channel, then consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.